Welcome back to your podcast class. My name is Daby, and I'm so happy to have you here again. If you're new, welcome. This is the space where we make learning English fun, natural, and stress-free. Today, we're diving into one of the most common goals for every English learner out there: how to speak English naturally, fluently, and confidently, just like a native speaker. And I'm not alone today. Joining me is my good friend, English coach, and language motivator, Sam.
Hey everyone, I'm super happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Daby. I love today's topic because it's something so many students struggle with: sounding natural when they speak English.
Exactly. So today, we're going to break it all down: the mindset, daily habits, practical techniques, and real-life tips to make English part of your life. And of course, we'll share a few personal stories along the way. Let's start with the foundation, your mindset. A lot of people think fluency is about knowing all the words or speaking with a perfect accent. But the truth is, fluency is confidence.
Exactly. It's not about speaking like a dictionary. It's about expressing yourself. Native speakers make mistakes all the time, and they don't even notice.
That's so true. The biggest mistake English learners make is trying to sound perfect, but perfection kills progress. When you stop worrying about mistakes and start focusing on communication, that's when your English becomes natural.
Right. Fluency means freedom. Freedom to speak, to connect, and to enjoy the language.
Exactly. So remember, you're not learning English to be perfect. You're learning English to be understood. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite tips: surround yourself with English. Even if you don't live in an English-speaking country, you can create your own English environment.
Yes, that's the secret. Make English part of your daily life. Not just something you study, but something you live.
Exactly. Here are a few simple ways. Listen to podcasts while you cook or walk. Watch movies or shows in English, even if you need subtitles. Change your phone or social media to English.
Exactly. You want English to be around you all the time, like background music. The more your brain hears it, the more natural it becomes.
And one powerful trick: talk to yourself in English.
Yes, people always laugh at that tip, but it really works.
It does. Describe what you're doing. I'm making breakfast. I'm getting ready to go out. It trains your brain to think in English, not translate from your language.
That's when real fluency starts, when your thoughts switch to English automatically.
Now, this one's big. Everyone says, I understand English, but I can't speak.
Yes, we hear that all the time. But here's the truth. If you don't practice speaking, you'll never activate what you know.
Exactly. You can read 1,000 words, but if you never say them out loud, they stay locked in your head. So, here's what I tell my students: speak out loud every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes. Talk to your mirror, your phone, or your pet.
Yes, pets are great listeners. They never judge your pronunciation.
That's true. Another great method is shadowing.
Right, that's when you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say at the same time. You copy their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation.
It's like singing along to an English song, but with real speech. If you do this for 10 minutes a day, your accent and fluency will improve faster than you think.
And it's fun. You can use podcasts, YouTube videos, or movie scenes.
Now, let's talk about vocabulary. Most people try to memorize hundreds of words, but that's not how real English works.
Exactly. You need to learn phrases, not just individual words.
Yes, because English is full of expressions that don't make sense word by word. For example, instead of just learning the word time, learn take your time, on time, have a good time.
That's right. When you learn chunks of language, you speak faster and more naturally, like a native.
And it also helps your listening skills because you start recognizing common expressions in conversations. Now, here's a truth most people don't want to hear. Fluency isn't about studying for hours once in a while. It's about consistency.
Exactly. 10 or 15 minutes a day beats 3 hours once a week.
Think of it like going to the gym. You don't get strong from one intense workout. You get strong by showing up every day.
Yes. Make English a habit. Listen to a podcast on your commute, read a short article before bed, or write a mini journal in English.
That's how real progress happens, little by little, every day. Remember, learning English is not a race. It's a journey. Enjoy the process, not just the result. Now, let's talk about something deeper, motivation. Because no matter how many tips you have, if you lose motivation, it's hard to keep going.
Yes, and it happens to everyone, even teachers.
Absolutely. The key is to remind yourself why you started. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you just want to feel confident in conversations.
Whatever your reason is, hold on to it. That's your fuel.
And celebrate every small victory. The first time you understand a movie without subtitles. The first time you talk to a tourist. Or when you realize you just thought in English without noticing.
Those moments mean you're growing, and that's what matters most.
All right, my friends, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something powerful. You can become fluent. You will sound natural, and you're already on your way just by listening to this podcast.
Yes, you're doing something amazing right now. Learning with your ears, improving your listening, and building confidence.
So here's what I want you to do. If you enjoyed this episode and want more content like this, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a class.
And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who also want to speak English naturally.
Exactly. Together, we're building a community of learners who speak English with confidence and joy. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Remember, progress takes time, but every word you speak brings you one step closer to fluency.
You've got this. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
I'm Daby, and this was your podcast class. See you in the next episode.